For our class, the main piece of software we need is the Java compiler and virtual machine. So we'll need to install the Java development environment, also known as the Java Development Kit. Let's take a look at our web browser and let's search for Java Development Kit, and we're going to look for version 8. The first link that comes up is the Oracle download. So we'll go to that site. Ignore that. And we'll scroll down to the download links, accept the license agreement. Okay, so these are the different downloads for the different platforms that are available. Linux ARM would probably be for an embedded system, so that's unlikely what you're going to use. If you're on Linux, and it's a relatively new machine, probably like in the last 5 years, you're going to want to use the 64-bit architecture version, so that's this x64 downloads. And if you're on Mac, there's only one Mac download. Solaris, I'm kind of guessing nobody's using that, but if you are, awesome. I love programming in Spark. And most likely you'll be looking at the PC downloads for Windows, so Windows x86 or Windows x64. And probably you're going to be looking at the x64 because you're using a 64-bit architecture machine. Again, at least like in the last 5 years or so, most machines are using the 64-bit instruction sets. So you'll probably be downloading this one, or possibly one of the Linux versions. I'm going to be on a Mac, so I'm downloading the Mac version. So I'll go ahead and click on that, and it'll start my download. And we'll be back in a minute when that completes. Okay, so our download's ready. I'm going to go ahead and double click on it. Double click on that. Continue. Install. And the installation was successful. So pretty straightforward on the Mac. Okay, so to check that our install worked, let's open up a terminal. And so I have a file called main.java. And you should recognize the code from the introduction programming video we have. Same thing, it's our Hello World program with our main class, main function, and a single line that's just going to print out Hello World. So, now that we have the Java compiler and the Java virtual machine installed, we can go ahead and compile. And you would do that with the java command, Java C, Java compiler. And we're going to compile main.java. And once we compile it, so the ls command is a list command, so it's going to list out what files are here. And I'm going to list my main.class because that's what the Java compiler is going to produce after compiling main.java. So pretty much this is our executable or binary code, and then we can go ahead and run it with the Java virtual machine by typing java main.class. Sorry, by typing java main. And there we get our hello world printed out. So that would be one way to test to make sure that your Java development environment is downloaded and installed correctly. So pretty straightforward on a Mac. I hope it's equally straightforward on PCs and Linux. Let me know if you have any issues. There's always things that come up that you don't expect. But happy programming.